Hey everyone and welcome to the channel. My name is Ash and I'm here with a review for Indoor Kickball on Xbox. Now, this came out on the 29th of September 2023, developed and published by Snow Day Software, who were kind enough to send me a copy for this video review, so big thank you to them for that. Now, this is described as the world's first kickball video game. I can't verify that. Don't want to verify that, so I'm going to take the developer's word on it, which is quite cool if it is true. Now, this is a 1v1 game. It's short but fun little mini matches as such of kickball. And if you don't know what kickball is, because you're from the UK like me and we don't really have that over here, it's like rounders without the bat. So someone like bowls the ball at you, you boot it, and you have to go run into the different bases and then get back to where you started to score a point. Now, your opponent has to either catch the ball before it lands or hit you with the ball before you get to a base and where you're safe to strike you out. You get 3 outs and then it moves on to the next sort of stage over and over until you get to the end of the game and someone wins with the most points. Now, this game is obviously a sort of smaller, condensed version style game where all of the gameplay takes place in like different rooms of houses and stuff like that. So you've got like a bedroom, you've got your kitchen, you've got your classroom, you've got your bathroom, your basement, your garden, that sort of thing. So you can score a home run by like kicking the ball through windows and stuff like that, which I thought was a nice little touch. The environments are all interactable as well, so like things get knocked over, get pushed around, fall over if you hit them and stuff like that. They smash, and I think that's really cool, especially like when you're playing. It also makes it sometimes easier or more difficult for the catchers to catch the ball because it bounces off things and still classes it's not touched the ground, which is funny at the time but can also be frustrating when you've clearly it's bounced off like 4 things and then they suddenly catch it and you're like, oh, I'm out. But it is fun nonetheless. Now, this game can be played 1v1 against either NPCs or like local multiplayer. There's 18 unlockable characters and each character has a variety of different costumes to wear and unlock and stuff like that, different hats, different backpacks and stuff like that. And there's also multiple difficulty levels, so there's 3 different difficulty levels, so if you're struggling with one, you can sort of mix it up a little. Now, you start off with the one sort of level. You start off with your bedroom. As you're playing, you will unlock all the new areas. Like I say, I think the second one was the school room, which I quite liked. And overall, it's not bad. Now, it features, obviously, a standard sort of single matches or a season mode. Now, the season mode, you'll basically play through a 14-game kickball season that's, like, randomly generated. And while you're playing, like, mum and dad may come and, like, ruin the fun and stuff like that. And you also have to make it to the playoffs and then win the Kickball Cup. So it has a nice little season mode that'll take you a little while to get through. Now, this game isn't that bad. It's not perfect by a long shot. Sometimes the difficulty is quite high, like the CPU like defense can be crazy, but if you get used to it or you put the difficulty down, it can be quite enjoyable. But it's at its best when you play this with a friend. Playing with friends, it's a good laugh, especially when you're like bouncing balls off everywhere and smacking them in their head and stuff like that as they're running past. I thought it was so much more fun playing this with my kids than when I played it against the computer. Now, the game itself is priced at £12.49. It's playable on Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S consoles, and it's got 60 FPS. So if you're into like rounders, baseball, kickball, and you want like a more fun little sort of bite-sized game to get your teeth into, this one may be of interest. Obviously it won't be for everybody, and like outside of the season mode, which isn't super long, but it is what it is. there isn't much there in terms of content bar just playing random games to basically unlock more costumes and different environments. So maybe wait for it in a sale if it's not something that really piques your interest straight away. But if you are like a fan of these type of games, then you'll probably get a lot of fun out of it and enjoyment if you've got friends to play it with. But that's it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and we'll see you soon for more gaming content. Bye for now.